Hey, how's it going? Dave 2D here. So I'm not a huge fan of the Note series. I often find them a little bit overpriced, and the features that are built into the Note line is not stuff that I personally use. I just prefer, personally, the regular Galaxy S line over the Note line. But Dbrand hit me up. They're like, hey, we got this new phone in, the Note 9. We've skinned it. It looks pretty cool. And the marble that you like, do you want to check it out? And I was like, sure. But I'd seen the leaks, right? I knew that it wasn't gonna be a particularly exciting phone, at least I thought it wouldn't be. And when you look at the specs, it's more of an iterative bump from the previous generation than some like massive, innovative piece of technology. That's normally how the Note line is, but this year just felt a little bit more boring than normal. I mean, it's a cool phone looking at the paper specs, but nothing really jumped out to me as being something like really interesting about it, at least for me personally. But after having spent the day with it, it's a pretty cool phone. So the biggest change for me is actually the battery size. This might not affect everybody, but that's a huge bump up. That's like 20% bigger than the Note 8. And the other thing is like 4,000 milliamp hour batteries do not exist in North American phones. Like we've seen 10,000 or 20,000 milliamp hour batteries from super thick phones in Asia, but in a North American phone, that's pretty impressive. The other thing I thought was interesting about this phone was the new DeX. So Samsung's had this thing for a couple years now where you can plug up your phone to a dock and then you can use it as a computer. And I've always thought it was kind of useless because you need a proprietary dock for it, and it just didn't really make sense from a usability standpoint. But this new version allows you to stick a USB-C cable directly into the phone, and that'll pipe DeX onto that screen. Granted, this is with a USB-C enabled monitor, but if you don't have one, you can still use a USB-C to HDMI adapter, and then you can do the same kind of thing. Now, in terms of the actual usability and practicality of DeX, it's a lot better now because of the single cable, but I still don't find it a compelling thing for most people to use. The idea is really cool, I gotta admit that, but I mean, if you have access to a Note, you probably have access to a laptop or some other computing device where you can do the same kind of thing. It's neat, I'll give it that. Okay, this thing supposedly has a new thermal system. They're calling it water carbon cooling, which honestly sounds really gimmicky to me. I ran some quick tests between the S9 Plus and the Note 9 just off of 3D Mark, and if this new water carbon thing is doing anything, it's really slight. Like both systems seem to have pretty decent thermals, but maybe because of the Fortnite exclusive with Samsung right now, they're trying to play it up a bit. Truthfully, when I played Fortnite on this, it doesn't feel that great. Like, there's something about the curvature on the phone that just makes it feel different from what I'm used to. I wasn't able to play Fortnite on the Razer phone yet, but just playing any game on the Razer phone, which is a dedicated gaming phone, feels significantly more comfortable and just more ergonomic. I don't know. But Fortnite, Android, that's what people are here for nowadays, right? Okay, the other thing that they're showing off pretty heavily was this new pen. So it now has Bluetooth support, you can charge it, and you can use it as a remote to control stuff on the phone. Like you can use it to control music, to take pictures. It's cool, it's just not something that I would use regularly on a daily basis. It's also been upgraded with massive amounts of storage. You can get up to 512 gigs on this thing. I don't know who's gonna be using that much, but it is available if you want it. Now, as a whole, I feel like this phone has had some very like iterative and just small changes. But when you take a step back and you look at what this phone is, it is really the most powerful and feature-packed Android phone on the market right now. And that, you gotta give Samsung credit for that. The phone looks good, the screen looks really good. It's actually quite similar to the S9 Plus screen in terms of just image quality, and it's just a well-rounded phone that unfortunately costs $1,000. So this is where, not that the phone like falls apart or anything like, but I just gotta pick on that price tag a little bit. I said this last year about the original $1,000 phone, the Note 8, but I gotta say it again. $1,000 for any kind of phone right now is nuts. You can get an S9 Plus or a Note 8, which have very similar usability to the Note 9 for like $600, maybe $500 if you go used. $1,000 for the Note 9 feels really steep. But that says something about the phone industry right now, right? Like the fact that Samsung is doing this much marketing and this much work to promote a phone that is a relatively minor and iterative change from the previous generation, like this is what we are right now. We have pretty stagnant, that's what the phone industry is right now. Minor bumps for a huge increase in price. So if you're someone that's, I guess, price conscious or value conscious, then I would skip this phone. It's a great phone. It's the best Android phone you can get on the market right now in terms of like features and stuff, but I would still skip it just because of the price. I think next year when the S10 launches in the spring, that's gonna be a big bump in tech, like maybe fingerprint readers built into the screen, lots of more innovative stuff or just seemingly innovative stuff. There's no innovation, but it's still the best you can get right now. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. See you guys next time.